Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Royal Psychic Live TV. How is everybody this Thursday evening? What a big dip and a change in the weather. Those 4 hot, wonderful days, extreme heat wave, and then wake up to all this beautiful cold rain, showers the next couple of days. So I hope you're all adapting to the weather change. Let us know where you are and what the weather is like, wherever you're tuning in from. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Please be direct with your questions. We will be doing live psychic readings again for everybody this evening. Okay, today it's Thursday, the 28th of July here in Sydney, Australia. We are Royal Psychic Live TV. I'm your host this evening, Angel Trishelle. If none of you know or haven't tuned in before, we'll be on for the next 2 hours with 2 beautiful, amazing psychics. I'm so blessed to have the Psychic of the Year joining us this evening. So we've got the Psychic of the Year 2020. I think she's still waiting on her trophy, but big applause to Spider Ward when she does come in. Now, she got the Hall of Fame 2019, and when it was introduced to the Hall of Fame of Psychics, because she's been around forever. I just look up to her as mum bear of the association because she's quite knowledgeable in all areas. And also this year, I'm so blessed she got Psychic of the Year 2020. I'm so jealous. She holds these 2 amazing trophies. So we'll get in and talk a little bit about that later on as well. She's also just released a new book. I'll let her explain about her book, but it's beautiful. I get a bit of a mention in that book, and she's also got her second book that's coming around, and I'll also be adding a little bit to that as well. So I'm so excited and blessed to be a part of her journey. So please like and share. I'll just go down and see if I can grab spiders. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to bring Spider straight into the studio. But just before I do, I just want to mention we do have 2 Royal expos coming up. They're 2-day fairs. One will be at Campbelltown RSL on the 4th and the 5th of March, and that'll be on advertised on Vintage Radio from Campbelltown to Penrith. And then 2 weeks later, we'll be at Katoomba RSL, and that's the 20th and the 21st of March. And we'll also be doing radio advertising for that as well on a few different stations. So we're looking forward to kicking off the new year with these 2 festivals. So if you're in the area, make sure you come down and join us, because a lot of the psychics that perform and give you these free readings every week will be at these events. We'll have over 30 store holders, show bags, of course, our readings and healings, but everything spiritual under the one roof. So it'd be a good idea to swing on by. And then, of course, you can catch us at the Royal Easter Show. Come to Sydney. That's from the 1st of April to the 12th of April. So I have about 40 different psychics. They'll be rostered on over those 12 days. So looking forward to that. We'll also have the Royal Psychic Show Bag once again for the show. So we've got a lot coming up, but I will bring Spider up and we'll chat a little bit about that later, and we'll jump straight into these readings. Okay. Add to stream. What's going on? Are you muted, Spider, or have I muted you?
That's better. Hi, everyone. No, I'm here having a chat by myself.
My button. How are you, gorgeous?
I'm great. Hi, everyone. How are you? Happy New Year. Let's make it a good one. We can try.
It looks amazing.
You like the pink? It's called rose gold. It's very nice, very me. Bit of bling.
Nice change. I'm loving the look there. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, Spider. How you read?
Well, as you know, talk about a trifecta, Hall of Fame 2019, and I just have to have there it is. Look, I've even got it in the middle of the screen. Things are improving, folks. And then I got the phone call earlier in this month to say that I was the International Psychic Australia of the Year. That's very exciting. I didn't know I was that kind of psychic, but apparently I am. And that's a great trophy. It's a star. It's being made, so I'll have it, definitely have it for the Royal. Sorry I can't join you the next couple of shows, but the Royal I'll be there. And, of course, the book arrived. And some of you know about the book. This is a book. Have I got that in the right place?
Yes.
And this is for all those people who are hypersensitive to noise, frightened by busy places, anxiety, panic attacks, can't breathe, chest pain. Maybe this is the answer. And we are going to a second book, and it's got places you can write in it. You can do all sorts of things. And tonight, now here's the deal. Not the people I read for, but my colleague is coming on after me. She gets to decide the two people she reads for who get the book. I'll autograph it, but it's not my choice tonight. It's someone else's choice. And I think that's the way to go. And then anybody can, I guess, fight it out for one book tonight. And the person who gets to choose the one book from my readings tonight is our beautiful angel hostess.
Oh, so wow.
3 books are up for grabs, but you have to be a feeler for it to work for you or know somebody who is. And then we get on to what we're going to do now and talk to people. There's lots of people checking in now, so let's get on with it and see what we can do. You can find me on Facebook. I am Fabulous Flawsome Solutions, and just shoot me off a message if you want to. I'd love to hear from you.
Okay, the first one we've got up for this evening is one of our YouTube followers.
Aha, my Virgo queen. All right, sweetheart, what can I say about you two? Whether the boy or the girl is the Virgo or the Taurus, it doesn't matter. You are the most evenly matched couple of the zodiac. It's quite extraordinary. Being both earth signs, for some of us watching your relationship evolve, we would find it so bloody slow that we'd want to taser both of you. But you are a slow and steady wins the race couple. Once you do finally commit to one another, then it's 100%. You're supportive of one another. We've got the goddess on one side and true desire for both of you to do well. You actually flourish and you bounce off one another. You can both be a little bit stubborn. Taurus is better at it, of course, but the Virgo Queen's not too shabby at digging in her heels either. Over the next 6 months, it depends where you're up to. You two, you're very, very slow to make a decision, but when you do make the decision, you both agree and move forward. So I think there's a slow progression. I'd like to see you decide that you want to move house and move house, not get round to it. It's a good 6 months, the next 6 months, because you're both coming into your earth time. So anything from the Taurus time, late April into May to September are your strongest months for making solid decisions. Run with that ball. It's a good match.
Awesome. Hi, Jasmine. Another YouTube follower.
Who's coming towards me in love? Okie dokie. Let's have a little look. My favourite romance cards. As you are more positive about you, Jasmine, your own personal self-respect makes you very, very attractive. Okay, so you can't be wishy-washy and you can't be suki-la-la because that's just not going to get you what you want. You want a full-time commitment. So when you're manifesting who's coming towards you in love, how about not a broken one, sweetheart? Not one that needs fixing, okay? We'd like a grown-up relationship that's going to last. And who doesn't need you to tell them how to run the show. That might be a bit tricky for you. I think, when's Easter? Middle of April, isn't it? That's when we're doing the Royal. Yeah. There are a few things that mess with you. One of them is your religious persuasion. And so that's what you were taught when you were little. That kind of sticks. And the other one is that you've got to understand, sweetie, that you are lovable. You don't have to change into somebody else's mold. I just think that you're trying too hard to be something that you're not, and it would be so easy to fall in love with you if you just be you and stop taking advice from your mother. No offence, Mum, but you got to stay out of this one.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Everyone jumping in saying hello, hello, hello.
We got lots of hellos. Courtney, the lovely Courtney. Two things came up, Courtney, straight away with you as I read the message. One is patience is not your strength, sweetheart. I love this card. Looks like young Mr. Reeves. You've done everything you need to do for a successful future. I know that sounds like hocus pocus, but the truth of the matter is, sweetie, you have done it in the right and proper order. And so your harvest starts, it would appear, around about March. And the other thing is your ability to forgive other people is amazing. Your ability to forgive yourself is, quite frankly, quite awful. It's rat shit. You just refuse to play by the same rules. So if you practice a little bit of kindness and gentleness towards you, and instead of looking at what you didn't get finished or you didn't achieve, that you look at what you have got through and where you're up to now, you'd be surprised how that little change in thinking brings kindness to you. Softer edges, because sometimes you do come across a little bit too strong and too intense. So nobody really wants to play with you. They don't mind working with you, but they don't want to play with you. So how about we just calm it down a little bit, round it off a little bit, and then you've got a really nice relationship if you keep an open mind. So if that book's closed, I need you to open it in the middle and just run with whatever's on that page. And perfect should not be one of the words on the page. Okie chokie. Who's the next?
Next we have Natalie.
Oh, that's a bit vague, isn't it, darling? You want a relationship, you haven't got one. If you quickly type in something more, I'm happy to run with that ball. I can't tell. I think you got burned really, really badly, and that's made you a little bit gun shy. However, you learnt a lot from that. You don't have to go through it again, and it appears that you and the next relationship, or the one that you've just started, you've known each other before, not like in a past life. Maybe you went to the same school. He's a little bit older, I think, maybe 18 months. So you would have been nothing at primary and high school, but you've kind of blossomed. So we've got a lovely past life connection. We've got an early connection in your life right now, and I'd like to see that kind of come together. Maybe you can shoot us a message about a little bit more, Natalie, if you've got a way to get through. Hello, Lenny Dorr. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're paying attention. Bless you. All right, Tula, this is a funny place, darling. It's a truly funny place. Both of your options have got legs. In other ways, the problem with the voluntary redundancy, I don't think you're ready to not have something else to do with your time. Maybe you wait till the offer is slightly better and you get more. If you got the promotion, would you still want to leave and take the voluntary redundancy. I know that sounds like I'm throwing it back in your court, and to some degree I am. I know your work, you feel like you've gone unnoticed and you've reached a point, well, I'll take the package and go. But I suspect they need a few people to leave, and then you get promoted into the space. COVID has changed the way everything happens. I would not, just yet, that's Raphael. Breathe, tread water a little bit and think about it. We're about to go into a full moon, huge moon, a lot of energy. I guess there's people around who aren't sleeping very well. At the moment, I wake up at, 4:27 or 2:27. Either way, it's too bloody early for this old lady. However, a situation has ended, and this is the card that most Archangel Michael matters for you. You're finally free, a new opportunity for happiness, put the past behind you. You see, both of them work. I reckon that you stay, take the promotion. That's your recognition by the people you work for that you matter. The opportunity to take a redundancy package will come up in 2 years. In 2 years, you might be more inclined to look at it. It's a better place, it's more money, and you will have proved yourself. Just give it a little bit more thought, maybe. Okay.
Beautiful, Spider.
Okay, I'll try and say it. Arianda Fatelli, perhaps? I'm sorry, I'm shocking at names. Make choices from your heart, lovely. Okay, sometimes you think too much. Sometimes people have told you that you're really, really very, very sensitive. And for me, I don't want you to change. I just want you to remember to breathe and maybe don't try and explain you in the detail, because it's in the detail you get totally overwhelmed. And you need to maybe spend a little bit more time. Meditation doesn't have to be sitting in the corner going om. I can't do that. I wriggle. But for you, it would be really good. Find something gentle. I don't care if it's a movie, soak in the tub with a CD, but just that's in your space where you don't feel threatened in any way. That's really important. Okie dokie, who's next?
Okay, we've got Kay. Hi, Kay.
Hi, Kay. I would love a card reading. Tried Tuesday, but no, really need some closure. All right, baby girl, this is where it starts, Kay. Put the bloody lid on the box yourself. Sometimes it seems to me the devil it really is in the detail. If you need closure, which this is probably on an open forum and arena, not the best place to have it, I'm happy to talk to you after the show. But this, I think, is what is important. If you don't set some boundaries, if you don't decide that Kay is on the top of the list, the most important person in my life is Spider. And if I don't look after her and I don't make her the best Spider I can do, then people figure that it's okay to treat me the wrong way. There's a finality in death, which means it's over. Doesn't matter where you're up to, it's over. And we learn, all of us, to manage that. So a family at war, if you take a step back and you decide, I'm not going to buy into it, I'm not going to be a part of this, because it's all nonsense. Well, it's really bullshit, but it's all nonsense. you put the lid on the box and you don't take the lid off. You don't explain. The lovely Elizabeth Bow-Lyons, the late Queen Mother, that's what she gave us. When you say no, no means no. There's no explanation with it. It's just no. It's like, do you want a cup of tea? No, I drink black coffee, so I don't want a cup of tea. You've got to be that thorough and that invested in what's best for you. If you want closure, the answer doesn't matter. You've just got to put the lid on the box, my precious, and maybe we can talk later. Next up.
Next we have Jen. Hi, Jen.
A love message, a love message. I like it, I like it. Okay, this is where you struggle, princess. We need you to trust. Now, you've got monumental trust issues because you've been hurt in the past, and this current situation is asking you to have a little bit of faith, to work on the partnership without having untrusting thoughts about it. You know, what have you done? What do you want? To just accept it in the here and now. In the relationship, what I've got is someone is wearing a false mask. I don't believe it's the principal players. So it's not the people in the relationship. It is a very nasty female energy on, cannot tell whether it's on the male side or your side, but its root cause is jealousy. And at the moment, the have-not lies are affecting the way you think. I hope that helps a little bit and that you can put it into perspective. Okie dokie. Next one, please.
We have Dave.
Hi, David. How are you? Career. I don't know what you do, my friend, but yes. You're an interesting person, aren't you? Can you see that card? I don't know. I mucked this up. I never know where to put it. Okay. This card, again, it's Raphael, and it's important that it's Raphael. You must do what's right for you. There's a little rat bag in your ear telling you what you should do, and it's not sitting well with you. So please turn the volume down on that one. I've got a positive relationship around you, which seems to be very, very good for you and supportive in your career. However, got it, Dave, you're a procrastinator. You're a to-it and a gunner boy. It's time to make a decision and take action on what you want. Do not base it on anything that was going on in your life prior to 2020. 2020 is kind of the blah year. It doesn't matter. But what does matter now is you've got to answer the questions in your life, yes, no, black and white. Do you want a coffee? Yes or no? Do you want a steak? Do you want Chinese? It's got to be very emphatic, and I don't know, I like them both, I can't make up. That's not going to work. You have got to be a lot more decisive in your decision making. And being the nice guy all the time, at the moment, that's not serving you very well. You can be the nice guy at home, but you need to be a little bit more emphatic, a little bit more dynamic, and keep the focus real. What is it that you want, and where do you want to be at the end of the year? If you can answer those questions solidly, then that's what you head towards. I hope that helps a little bit.
Beautiful, Spider.
Who have we got? Hello, Jill Power. So for you, you've got a wonderful... Oh, okay, so you're a clairsentient girly. That means that you, whoops, there it is, ruled by the moon. What's important about ruled by the moon? We start all projects on the new moon, finish on the full moon. Now, I count the new moon 2 days after the full moon. So if the full moon's on the 29th, then we're looking at the 1st of February. And that's where it begins. So that's your beginning and your ending. And you'll find if you use the lunar cycle plan and follow your gut and your intuition a little bit more, I don't care. It's very rarely wrong. You've got the lovely Archangel Haniel. The rocks that sit well with you are the beautiful moonstones. You might like to have a look at, there is a thing called a pink moonstone, and you might like to have a look at lavender rose quartz. But you can actually manifest what you want. And the truly extraordinary thing about you is you're much better at doing it for other people. So let's have a go at doing it for you. Start off with a pen, okay? I need a pen. Just if you nick the bank manager's one like I did, just you have to take it back. It's very embarrassing indeed. Okay, the only other thing is there's a lot of celebration around you, darling girl. Very, very happy times between now and the end of March. There's a message online from the Virgo Queen that says, yes, it's been a bit turtle speed. So you need to channel me or the beautiful Angel Trishelle, because we get the job done, okay? And we just maybe put you into top gear.
You can find Spider up on the Royal website. So if it's all over the Royal Psychic website, just click on there, it'll take you through to a page.
Yeah. That is so funny. Who are we up to now? That was just lovely.
Next week, Ruth.
Ruth? Love and
There we
reading.
go.
Certainly somebody in my life. Right, will we get back together? All right, the time's come to clear your energy. And you have to decide, darling, what it is that you want. Do you just want your certain someone back because they left? Or do you want them back to have a proper relationship with? I think you've got to let this one go and don't make the same mistakes with the next one, because financial issues are a huge part of it at the moment, and they're not getting any better for either of you. I'm sorry that's not a happier message. That's one of those, every now and again we get a sad one, eh?
Yeah.
And it just is. Okay.
Okay, next week. Christina.
Is this the one about the babies? I love babies. I love babies. Okay. Don't know whether I'm having boys or girls or one of each. That's unusual, because when you pick up on twins, you usually find out very quickly what you've got. My first feeling was we've got a pigeon pair, one of each. So I'm going to stay with that, because they're both the same, exactly the same size, just a little bit, few grams difference in the size. And at the moment, they're very sooky. I'm not picking up a dominant one or the other. But when I first read your message, the first thing I thought was, we've got a pigeon pair here, a boy and a girl. So I'm going to stay with that one, and maybe you can let us know how right or wrong I was. And there seems to be a wedding around you, Possum. Are you going to one, or is it yours? Okie dokie. We've got lots of comments tonight.
Oh, there's heaps coming.
It's just so exciting. It's so lovely to be able to talk to people.
And guys, hearts and thumbs up, that help with our algorithm and the feed out there. So that'd be great if you can share some hearts and thumbs. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, thank you, Julie. What a nice comment. We got a nice comment there. It's so nice. Natalie, I would love some insight. Also, will we get the property we really want to rent? Okay, the property's a yes. A lot of people want the property, but I feel that that's yours. Great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, and a very important communication. Archangel Gabriel's in charge of that one, so I think that's a yes. Your personal life really isn't for on screen, darling. There's a few things that need to be sorted out, and I personally don't think parading it on screen is the way to go. So you can get in touch with me, you can get in touch with Tracy or any of our colleagues to help you with that one, but the property's a go.
Okay, did it come up?
Is that Sharon Smith?
Yes.
Hello, lovely. What a nice photo. Look at that lovely, happy photo. First night, I would love to see what you can tell me.
Ooh.
Well, my sweet. Let's see what we can tell you.
Thanks.
Okay, I have 3 cards in front of me. Now, the numbers are important to you, so you might like to jot them down, 16, 13 and 20. Big changes coming into your life, a new beginning, new life, finding purpose, and a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. We cannot bring the past into 2021. It's an ox year. There is just no room for it. This change, finally somebody's made a decision, thank God. And that number is a 16, which is a 1 and a 6, and that gives us a 7. But if you let go of the past, then what we've got coming in for you, this is quite a nice reading, really. There is a better future if you won't dwell on the past. It's done with. Learn the lesson and move on. And that's a 13. And that gives us a 4, which is always a good number, working with your own intuition and the angels. And a 2. I love this one. The new beginnings, starting a new life, finding your purpose. And again, this compassionate review of the past. It is what it is. And we've all got one, darling. You have to let it go. Thank you for coming on. This is the first time. I hope you can stay on board and enjoy the show.
Beautiful. We've got Ruth from Ireland. It's also cold. I bet it is, sweetheart. That's the Mum and February Island, and it was free. Okay, who we got next? We've got Jen.
Oh, hello. Are you back again? I know that pretty picture.
Oh, yeah, we did. We read it earlier.
Yep.
You're onto it. Mum, the bear's on the ball. Just going down this. Check it out. Nikki. Let's go, Nikki.
The guy I'm seeing, is he the one I will marry? Nikki. Possibly not. I think that you have to talk to one another and discuss your feelings, okay? He's nice. He's not ready. He might not be ready for 10 years. He's on a slow burner, and he's not... It's not like he's a firstborn child. We're responsible for absolutely everything, and we take responsibility. I think you two have to talk to one another, because at the moment you both want different things. And so I think he's for now, darling. Just enjoy it for what it is. Okay, who's the next?
We're going. Ooh. Nearly lost the whole thing.
Oh, that would have been different.
Here we go. We've got Samantha.
Hi, Samantha. Can I get you to change your photo to a smiley face? One where you're smiling. You have such a pretty face, and that is such a sad picture that you've got up. And I'd like to think you will be free and happy in a new relationship without any drama. We've got Michael and Raphael. Michael's about change, so that's a big change. And Raphael, love and blessings fill your life. Now, you really are a very happy girl at most times, and you are the girl who needs the white picket fence. But nevertheless, having said that, he is out there. He's a little bit older than you. My feeling is that he might be as much as 4 or 5 years older than you. But you need to do a little bit more of what you love, because when you're doing that, you give off a nice kind of warm glow, and that makes you very, very appealing. So at the moment, you're hiding behind a wall that you built, a bit like Rapunzel. So I've got a nice positive relationship card. Look at that. I got my head and the card in the same screen. A new emotional situation. Great intuitive insights. You will know straight away. This beautiful person has what I call Jesus eyes. They're blue as blue, a bit like, if you don't know who Paul Newman is, then pull him up on the screen. He has the most beautiful, beautiful come-to-bed eyes. And so does your new love. It's all about the eyes. They're the windows to the soul, but eyes are really important to you. So, and the other thing he is, he's a really, he looks at you, not through you, or his head's not always down. He has no hang-ups. He doesn't need fixing. And my God, anybody that kisses like that, I think we should keep. It's just an observation. I'm sorry, I'm an old lady. I believe in passion.
All right, next one. Green.
Hello, how are you?
Beautiful picture.
New here. Will I be conceiving soon, please? We need you lined up on the moon, sweetheart. We need a proper lunar line-up here. And when that happens, we're going to find you very comfortably pregnant, which is where you want to go with this. My feeling is that it would be good generally for you to carry through the winter. So that means that if we could get you pregnant late March, early April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and then we've got a baby that comes in around the middle of November, give or take a week. And really making babies, I know it's a science and they do take all the magic out of it, but it is possible. What I'm not prepared to do on screen is tell you the nuts and bolts of how to do it. I can get into enough trouble without taking you down that road. Happy to do it off screen, not a problem. It is trustworthy guidance, sweetheart. You've got a truly wonderful love of home and family. Let's see if we can get you in the family way.
Okay, next we have Rose.
Oh, hi, Rose. How are you? Now, look at that. Look at that beautiful photo. I'm big on photos at the moment. You should take as many as you can. If you have grandparents who are still alive, please take photos of their hands. I'm not quite sure how what I'm about to say works, but grandchildren who don't get to know their grandparents for whatever reason, sometimes they pass early, but if you can get the photos of their hands, children are absolutely besotted with them. And they can feel the grandparent. And that's a bond that can't be broken, but it's about the photos. Sweetheart, you're a bit of a people pleaser. Could we just elevate that to stand up for what you believe in, be you, Have confidence and take back your personal power. For God's sake, woman, learn to say bloody no. You don't have to do it for everyone. You can't be a doormat. It's got to stop. Well, that was a bit harsh, wasn't it? I must be needing chocolate. Okay, who's next? Lola.
I like our directory.
Hello, sweetheart. I'm in Deception Bay, so I don't think we're that far away. We have to move house by the end of March. Do you see us finding a house soon? Yes. I see you putting your name down for 3 places. I mean, it's very popular sport at the moment. The one that you're most likely to get has, what do you call it? Wire fencing. What's that called? Where the fence is a wire all the way round. I don't know what it's called, but I can feel it. But you can see through it. Okay, and it's got strangely enough, it's got a lemon tree in the front yard. That's the one you're looking for. It's a bit to the side where you'd expect there to be a garage, and there isn't. There's a carport and a lemon tree. So that's a good thing. It is a bit further out than you wanted to go, but it's a good move for everyone. Okay.
Okay, that was Lola will go for
Hi, Rebecca. There's another lovely photo. Look at all these happy people. Oh, sweetheart, huge opportunities, huge breakthroughs in the audiology land. It's very close to my heart. My youngest child was born profoundly deaf. There is so much movement around, and it's your gift, and you have a real passion for getting the balance right. You will have no trouble at all. I'm so glad that you have gone down this road. Please keep in touch with us and let us know how it's going and how we can help you.
Beautiful. Next we have Rachel.
Okay, this is how you get closer to spirit, my sweet. Stop trying. I know that sounds funny, but there is a few things that you need to look at. So we begin with the top of your profile, and that's your date of birth, followed by the Chinese year that you were born in, followed by the day, just the day, and then we can take it from there. From then on, you have to go to Psychic 101 and do the basics, and that's start doing chakra clearing. Look at a meditation that you can cope with. What is it that you really and truly like in the spiritual world? So I know for a fact you like candles. Girl after my own heart. And so in each phase of our lives, we bring into our lives that part of our spirituality that creates in us our own holy altar. And it's a bit like a candle inside around your solar plexus. People who don't know where that is, girls, it's just under your tits in the middle. Boys, it's that bit you scratch when you're thinking. Okay, so you look there at what it is that you want to do. Stop laughing at me. It's not easy to explain the feelings. And so from there, you're going to look at what it is that tickles a little bit. So when you do your chakras and you're going from your crown to your root, or your root chakra to your crown chakra, did you feel a tingle in the root? And then you sort of look. Maybe I look at Reiki 1 and 2. You don't have to go on and be a master and all that stuff. You can if you want to, but you just asked me about how can you develop your spirituality more. You have to start somewhere. So we start with all of the basics, of very, very simple courses. We don't miss out on the cutting the ties that bind us, on making sure that we're safe. And slowly, slowly, our awareness grows. And you could start off with something. There's a wonderful book by Dr. Stephen Farmer, Animal Guides, Spirit Animal Guides. That's a good place to start. Or The Shaman's Path. Or you can go really, really along any line. The Sacred Earth Oracle is nice. All the words by Leela Williams. Get a pack and play with it and just see what you know and how you feel. You might not like in the beginning the full tarot pack. It can be quite intimidating unless you're called to it. So see how you go and let us know, and we'll give you step 2 when you got step 1 under your belt.
All right, next we have Royale.
Oh, if you stop both having to be right at the same time. My God, you two are a little bit stubborn, aren't you? You know, it doesn't matter who wins as long as you both show up on date night. And you stop bossing him around. You know, your love life benefits from you being just a little tiny bit kinder. Apparently, there is someone around you at the moment who's working really, really hard on reconciliation. I hope that makes sense to you. Sometimes when Spirit throws something in, I'm lucky to get the words right. But it's all about getting romance and fun back into the relationship that you've got with yourself and with others. It's got too serious, Princess. Okay. Hello, Kelly. How are you? These are my favourite people. What are you two up to? Other than kissing. You're always kissing in the photos. Have you noticed that? Lovely to meet you. Thank you, Nari. I'm not sure where you're calling from. I love everything there. Hello, Colleen. How are you? Beach in the background. I hope you're somewhere nice. Thank you, Turla. That's very kind of you. Oh, we've got lots of congratulations. How nice is that? Thank you very, very much. God, they're just rolling through. I hope you've decided who you're going to give the book to.
As share away, I'm keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, you get to pick someone from tonight. Thank you, Breezer. Thank you for your lovely words.
The feed just went right up. The feed just went mental.
Okay, well, let's say hello to as many people as we can. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hi, Kay. There's a lovely photo. She's a pretty girl, this one. All right, it seems to be a big night about trust. Have you noticed that? We've got a lot of people who are struggling with the trust thing. There are so many false stories out there that even in our day-to-day life, it's really hard to know what's real and what's not. You are a clever little pussy, aren't you? You can keep lots of balls in the air. You hit the ground running. You're warm and generous. What's needed right now in your life is to stay in your own integrity. That's often hard because it calls for us to be honest with ourselves and with others. You know, for a long time, if I asked for a black coffee and somebody gave me a cup of tea, I used to say thank you and struggle to drink it, spit back a lot and leave half of it. And then one day, somebody said, don't you like tea? And I went, no, I asked for a black coffee. And they went, well, why didn't you say something? And the truth was I didn't want to upset anybody or rock the boat. And so in the end, I said I'd really like a piece of chocolate. And so she laughed and gave me a piece of chocolate, and she came back with a black coffee. Sometimes we're afraid to communicate, even over the simplest things, because it seems to me everybody's so angry and ragey. So I don't know if you can see it on our run, but there is someone's saying, can I ask a question, please? Well, say, yes, of course you can, but you need to put it in the message or I can't answer it for you. Go for it.
Be direct with your questions, guys.
Yeah, be very direct with your questions. Jenny G, hello, thank you. And you subscribe. Me and my partner, a great match for each other before we get married. You know, Hope, if you have to ask, there's a shaky ground. But Yes, you are, and you just can't believe that it's as good as it is. So if you let go of the control issues, sweetheart, you know, that's the one where you're the bloody boss all the time, and let it be a little bit romantic. You can still be the boss, but let's have a go at a little bit of kindness and try not to turn into Bridezilla. We get the wedding, you get the boy, tone it down a little bit and accept help. You know, people aren't out to rain on your parade. They just want to help you. So yes is a good idea. Hope that helps, Hope. She's going to be a very pretty bride, that girl.
Next we have Gina.
Hi, Gina. Happen in the next 5 months with my family. You guys, what can I say? You need a routine. It's been all over the place like a rubber hose. Set yourself a timetable, write it out where everybody can see it, put the spreadsheet on the wall, highlight the bits you're responsible for, give everybody else a different colour, and don't do other people's jobs. Okay, I need your family on track and functioning properly. I hope that makes sense to you. It seemed a bit bossy to me, but sometimes that's spirit. Everything happens for a reason.
100%.
Okay, I've got... Hi, Jess. You have got too many windows open, darling. Okie dokie. Your life is confusing. Even I'm having trouble putting it in the right order. I need you to stand still. I need you to declutter. It's a bit hard to find you climbing over all the bits and pieces that you're putting up as obstacles. You need a detailed plan. Someone, my feeling is it's a male who's passed over, is watching over you and trying to steer you in the right direction. You've got a wonderful thing happening. Lucky day, new resources, money, time and support. And it looks like maybe either a promotion or a job change, but it's exactly what you want to do. You've been waiting for a little while, but tidy up your act, sweetheart.
Okay, we have...
Oh, Tula, thank you so very much, sweetheart. I just know things are going to work out for you. Leanne Stockham, a relationship reading. Okie dokie.
Tonight, yeah.
Say again?
A lot of relationship reading.
Yeah, allow your heart to sing with joy, and positive thinking makes it all happen the way you want it to. Woo! There you go. Can you see both of those? They're all lovely and romantic. These are nice cards. This is the back of them if you're looking for them. They're just a lovely romance card. Who have we got next? Jenny G, we've said hello to. I know Leanne Sade was trying to get on from Melbourne.
Yeah, if you feel drawn to someone, just turn their name and read them out.
Say again?
If you get drawn to someone, just read out their name.
Okay. So, Sari, I was just looking at your question. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I need you to not widen the field of the job that you're looking for, okay? I really don't care whether you're a nuclear physicist or you're a great barista. This is a challenge you can withdraw, that you can kind of resolve. There are so many jobs out there at the moment, and all that is required is that you want to work. And so you have to look into your heart and see whether or not the blockage or why it's not happening is because of something that you are doing. And that's that to a certain degree, you're frightened to succeed. You have so much to be thankful for. Do one of those nice, the board that Sharon did the other night, the workshop, the sort of treasure map come manifestation board about what you want and where you want to be. If you don't know how it went down, The lovely Angel Trishelle will tell you all about it. At the Academy, there's all sorts of things that help with that.
100%.
It was absolutely, I've done them, I don't know, for as long as I can remember. I can remember doing them when I was in high school. So they're one of those things that you can be really creative with, but they're all about the focus about what you want, and that you never lose it then. It's there in front of you. And the other night when I watched the workshop photos and all the girls that were in there, such a varying age group, all with the same positive focus, the energy must have been amazing.
It was great, fantastic. The broadcast was fantastic. Florence's mediumship are just
absolutely, and that's a running course, isn't it? That's not just a one night weekend fix. That's on for a long time.
Yeah, so just check out the Royal Psychic Academy for what courses we do have up there, and there's more to go up this week because the few courses already up there and running, which you can join. We've got Rachel your live, we've got a connection class.
Okay, there's somebody I can just see at the top. Hang on.
Have you got him?
Vibhuti Gaputa. I'm sorry, I can't do these names. When will I get married, and when will when will love enter my life? How will I meet him? I'm an Aquarius. If you want to meet him, you let your best girlfriend introduce you and stop being so stubborn. It's that simple. We could have a lovely wedding by the end of the year if you would just run with the ball.
All right, now Friday's going to finish up in a couple of minutes.
Say that again. I had an echo then.
I was just telling the viewers you're going to be finishing up shortly.
Okie dokie. It's been absolutely lovely to be back with you tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait to come to the Academy when we come down in April for the Royal, and maybe between the Royal and going to New Zealand, I can come and play at the Academy for the day. That would be so nice.
Let's just keep our fingers crossed for New Zealand straight after the Easter show.
I'm packed. I'm positive. I'm packed.
Good. All right, we'll do one final reading from you tonight. Here we go. We've got Bobby.
Bobby John, how are you? Yes, you can have a general reading, my darling. Oh, this came up first. Bobby, this is you, right? This is actually you hanging off the end of the stress centre. It's so important that we get a bit of balance back in your life. You are one of these amazing people that if we give you a timetable so you know where you are and you can see it, a bit like a spreadsheet on the wall or on the fridge will do, you thrive. But you can't keep all the balls in the air with no downtime. There has to be that, and it's got a bit serious. You've got to make it fun because otherwise you're a nightmare to be around. There's a couple of wonderful opportunities offered to you. Now, they're offered, okay, so it's scholarship stuff. It's paid for. It's either with the company you work for or in the pursuit of education, it will be offered as a sort of adjunct to where you work. Please, if you can, just say yes. We'll work the timetable out together. Believe in yourself. That's another place where you're on shaky ground. But again, when you've got to have that little bit of joy, the things that make you happy. And your happy places are pretty simple, mate. Fish and chips isn't too shabby. And you really like a lime splice. I don't blame you. But they're little things that bring you joy. And if you just kind of wave them into your life every now and again, not into everybody else's life and leave you for last. Believe in yourself. You've got a really difficult situation coming to an end. My feeling is that it's all over, Red Rover, by the middle of February. And you're free. How cool is that? That's a good one. And that's it, I think, for me. Thank you so much for letting me come and be a part of the show. I so love connecting with people.
Now, don't forget, those of you that do live up in the Brisbane, Queensland area, that is where Spider is based. So if you're
Deception Bay, the lovely Deception Bay.
There you go. So you can always connect in or meet up with Spider because she's always touring around that area. She's near that area.
And tomorrow night, believe it or not, tomorrow night I'll be at a place called Old Petrie Town. There is a wonderful show on there, so I'm signing books and doing readings.
There you go, guys. Go check it out. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us this evening. And we'll
Thank you for having me, darling.
Love you, Bye. All right, so thank you so much for making Spider feel nice and welcome. Okay, next we're going to have in the above average medium, Terry. Now, Terry does a lot of mediumship. That's her thing. Okay, I'm just trying to get her banner up. Hopefully I've got that up. Change. Okay. What's going on? All right. Okay, we're going to bring Terry up and hopefully it changes for me. What have we got here? Oops, I've got us all up. I've got everyone up there.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, where did I put up?
Hello to you. I haven't met you before.
It was up back. I didn't know what was going on. My kids were coming in. I'm trying to play the buttons. I'm looking at them. I'm trying to do everything at once. And then I think I booted Spider out of the room. I was like, I don't know what's going on. All right, so everybody, this is the above average medium. Terry. Now, Terry is a medium. She does do cards and stuff as well and does a lot of clairvoyancy as well. But her forte is connecting with the spirit world. Okay, I did see a few of you putting up some mediumship questions there, so get your mediumship questions up. Terry will be on for the next hour, but I will let Terry tell you a few things about herself. I know she's been working really hard on her book.
I have.
Yeah, I've been following you. I've been watching your little tweets you've been putting out there here and there. So we're looking forward to Terry's book coming out, but Terry can tell you a little bit about that and whereabouts she's going to be. She'll be with us along our journey for 2021 at the Royal Easter Show. You can find her on the website. She's also going to be at our upcoming festivals. And, check Terry's page out, or you can follow her through our website also at the Royal Psychic Reading Room. Terry, just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I am a medium, as our lovely hostess has already told you. It's a strange sort of situation. I get to hear and see and feel and taste and a whole lot of other sensations. So it's kind of like things that all come rushing into me at the same time. It's like I liken it a lot to the movie Ghost, when Whoopi Goldberg's in her rooms and when she finally discovers she's not a fraud, and then there's dozens of people around her who want to jump in. That's kind of what happens to me. So when I'm on stage, and I've discovered it's almost exactly the same as being here, you'll feel you're directed to some sort of question or some sort of name, and there'll be a situation come up, and it might sound familiar to you. Now, it's happening that way for a reason, because often I get clusters of people who have either died from the same thing or have very great similarities. So if you think it might be you, stick your hand up. Can we do a hand stick up yet or not?
I don't know.
We need a hand stick up.
I know they can share the hearts and the likes and the thumbs on the Facebook, and that helps us heaps, so we can see all that going on. But I don't think they do the actual stream.
It's a bit of a wild ride, though. As you can see, I'm already fanning myself. Before I even started, even on a cool day, it's 20 degrees here in Sydney, what I feel is a lot of energy coming through to me already. So like, stand by, kids. And if you have, if you've been here before, and if you've got a question, or even if you're new and you've got a burning question, please ask it. And we'll see what we can do. As I said, I've got cards as well. So whatever. But I am feeling drawn to someone at the moment. I actually got two with me. So if this is one of yours, and look, Tula, I'm around you, or sorry, sorry, Angela, I've already gone to someone. Tula Kipros, or Debbie Thorne above you. One of you, two or three around here. I've got someone, and I've got I've got a couple of people. I've got someone who's had a hysterectomy, or someone who's had issues in the womb. I don't know if it's a cancer down there, but I'm getting really sharp pains. So someone's either mum or grandmother has passed of some sort of uterine cancer. I don't know whether it's an ovarian cancer or in the center, or it's really down there low in the gut. So if anyone is feeling or has a mum or a grandmother who has passed from that, please let me know. I've also got someone with me, and I'm sorry to say this so early and getting so quick, but someone who's taken their life by hanging. So if either of those two, that was a man. So if either of those two people are around you, sorry, I've got Adrian. Adrian, your mother passed away from cervical cancer. Okay, was your name up there amongst those other girls or around there? Look, I don't know. I can't see now, and we've whipped past that. But look, your mother passed away from the cancer. Look, please know that she's very, very strong with me, and in fact whipping into me before I even got on air. So look, if she's and I've got Sarah, your best mate, committed suicide. Look, to you too. My heart goes out to you. Your mum, darling, your mum is aching to be with you. There's a great sense of loss from her. She went way too soon. And
all right, Terry, we'll go with Julie now, because then I've got some few mediumship ones up here that I'll pull up to screen.
Okay, just to the girl whose friend passed away by taking his own life, just please
is that Natalie?
Please know that he's safe. She popped up before. I think it's skirted past.
Is that the
Sarah. Yeah. Sarah, please know that he's safe, okay? And he's watching over you, all right? So please take a breath and know that he's around you. Now, Julie, sorry, okay. Sorry, sometimes they jump, as I said, it's like the waiting room there. They know that you're there, and they know that I'm here, and they whip in really quickly. So sometimes it gets a little bit carried away like that. So bear with us, please, folks. Julie Morgan, you'd like a reading missing yourself. Say again, darling?
I was just telling the viewers that's just how Terry gets. She just gets on a roll and she goes.
Yeah, sorry, I take over everything. It's as I said, because they're jumping in and out really quickly. You're missing your son. Look, I don't know why, but I'm getting a strong horse connection with you, particularly around him though. Oops, and look, I'm just shuffling as I go. And I've had the book card come out. Now, this is about secrets and hidden things. So I don't know. I'm not feeling your son's presence right at the moment. But what I'm feeling is this strong horse connection. Look, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone sitting on a fence, and there's like a paddock in front of them, almost like a horse paddock. Now, I don't know if there is horses involved, but this is where I'm seeing this young man. So, look, he's not quite so young, but he shows me this as himself in his younger days. But look, I'm getting this, and this card is interesting because it's about hidden things. It's about things that you've found out since he's passed. And it's also saying to me, what I'm getting from him is that he is learning in the realm that he is in, and he's almost ready to move on. So if you're getting signs around him or around you that you think are for him, don't doubt it, because he's very strong around you. There's a great nurturing that I get there, even though I get that there was a distance between you. Now, I don't know if there's a physical distance, but he is right there with you. So please don't doubt that he's there. I'm also getting the throat connection with him. So this also could be that there were things left unsaid between the two of you. So please know that there is love being sent. And strangely, I'm seeing a camera too. Now, I don't know if you found some photos or found a camera that's got some shots on it, but please have a look around because he's showing me again the secrets and things. I'm feeling that there's something around that you need to find. So go on a little bit of a search, darling, and see what you can find because he's showing you signs. Okay.
What's that coloured thing behind you? Looks like a big lollipop to me. You're making me hungry.
It's a fan. It's from Korea, South Korea.
From here it just looks like a lollipop, and I was thinking, oh, that's making me hungry.
Very effective fan, but that's the South Koreans. Very effective. Okay, so who else we got? Any messages from your husband, please? I'm hearing. I've got hearing issues. I don't know if he had hearing issues, but there are. Look, I'm just going to say this. If you had to say everything twice to him, I'm getting that it wasn't a hearing issue, but that's just the husband's selective deafness. And he's having a laugh at it. Someone is absolutely laughing about their selective deafness. But I'm getting the ears going, and excuse me, and sorry, that means to me that there are that he's talking to you. So please, if you can, listen into your signs. And when I mean listen in, I'm like, if you get the sudden goosebumps for no reason, things that flash into your mind. With you, I'm also seeing repeating numbers. So pay attention to the repeating numbers. If you don't know what they mean, then pop online and do a bit of a search. But the repeating numbers are signs that there is that he is around as well. There's also a mechanical thing I see with him. I don't know if it was cars or whether he was a mechanic or he had a special car. But it's very strong. It's very strong. So whether this was his baby or not, I don't know. But there is a very strong attachment to this. Very strong attachment. Oh, okay. Sorry. She's really pushing me along here tonight.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that was Amy. Okay. Everyone I attach to dies. How do you move on from extreme grief? Darling, extreme grief is like an elastic band. It doesn't matter how far you get away from it. You find that you can be pulled back there in an instant. Now, rather than thinking of yourself as an angel of death, please think of yourself as a spirit who has these people attached to you because there is something about you that is nurturing and freeing. And it's saying to you that there is trust that look, I think that you might actually, even if you sat down and looked at it or listened to it, you might actually have a bit of a spirit connection as well. So people are seeking you out, just like the dead people seek me out here. So look into it, but don't be afraid of it. They're coming to you because they see something in you that might help them transition along. Okay, they may not even be conscious of it, doll. But look, be strong. I'm just gonna flip a couple of cards for you because I think that you actually need to hear something. Now, let me look. Strength and power, a man, and conflicts and disagreements or arguments. Now, if you've got problems in your personal life at the moment, be strong. It's just that, look, this is a really difficult time, as we all know. But what I do see here is real commitment and attraction. So it's just a rough time, and I think this is probably exacerbated by your grief. If you're not seeing someone professional, then please do. It's it's not a sign of weakness, but sometimes just to talk about these things to somebody else unburdens you. But look, if you're worried that these people are coming to you, then you need to do some meditation and to try and find out who your guardian is, and then try to get these blocked. It is possible to block the people from coming to you. So try some of those things, doll, all right? I hope it all goes well for you. You know you've got the strength to get through this. Just be a little patient and just take the median at the moment. It's not time for ups and downs. All right, sweetheart? Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful. That was a beautiful explanation. Thank you. Oh.
I've had an near-death experience. I'm wanting to know if one of my loved ones that have passed stopped this from happening. What I'm getting here is now I don't know if your your near-death experience was as an impact injury, but what I'm feeling is an impact injury around the chest and gut. So to me, this could be a vehicle accident. Now, I don't know if that was you. Please pop on and tell us if it was. But I'm feeling someone at uncle level, so a bit older than you, but not as old as parents, but around, that sort of in between the brother and sort of parents level. So uncle, it's off to the side. He's not in a direct line to you, but there is someone around there. And what I'm getting also is I'm getting a couple of people around you. I've got an older man here also, and what I'm getting from him is some dementia or some something going on here in the head, whether it doesn't feel like an aneurysm or a stroke. To me, it actually feels like dementia, because there's yes, Tammy saying yes, it was a vehicle. Tammy, was this you, or was this your uncle or your other person? Because I'm feeling the vehicle accident very strongly. Suzanne, we'll get to you in a little minute, darling. But Tammy, look, there are 2 or 3 very strong people around you. This grandfather figure is very strong, and he's the one that had this dementia. But it's clear now. He's saying it's clear now. Don't worry about that. He knows where everything is. He knows who everything is. Please know that yes, somebody put their arm in front. You know that thing you do when you reach out to the passenger and try and protect them when you've had something serious or you have to brake hard? That's what's happened. Because to me, let me tell you, I'm only feeling it down here on one side of the chest. This was heading for your heart. If someone hadn't have blocked them like that, you wouldn't be here talking to us. You'd be over there talking to us. So you fell asleep behind the wheel and nearly drove under a truck. Yep. Somebody actually did this, put their arm across your body to protect you. And the only reason, that you are surviving is because when you fell asleep, you fell across to the side a bit. So they've protected your head and they've protected your heart. So you've copped it a bit here on the side. Yes, you're very lucky, but they're there to protect you. You've got something here that you need to do on this planet, darling. So if you haven't done it yet and you're feeling stuck, then this is the year to do it. Last year was the year everybody needed to curse and spit and blame for everything. So we've got that out of our systems now. It's like the plug is out, the genie's out of the bottle. It's time for you to go for it. So Tammy, go for it this year, my love. Put that behind you. Know that you're being looked after. It's time for you to really rock and roll, lovely. Okay?
Thank you. Let's have a breather.
Volunteer work. Absolutely, Christine. Volunteer work, yes. Yes to both. But look, go where your heart is. I'm just having a quick shuffle for you. If it's with the animals, then please do it. I feel a very gentle and nurturing nature with you, and that there's a special spirit connection with animals. So, yep, look, this is interesting because this is going to be something. It's something with the cards I've got here are the fox. Now, the fox works for himself, and he looks after himself. So it's saying you've got to look after yourself. So if you need to get a little part-time job, then do that. But what you've got here is you've got maturity and you've got harmony and peace. So this is where you're at. You've got to make, if you want to do the committing thing to volunteering, yes, do it, but make sure it's an organization that rings all your bells. And now they're showing me my favorite organization, which is Midi Kitty Commune. So if you do anything like that, if you've got a favorite organization like that, then do it, because this is what this is commitment and connection. And what it's saying to you is that you'll find an amazing connection with the other people with whom you do the volunteer work. So please get in there and do that. If you need to do the other work, then just do it. You'll have time to do both. You'll settle into a great little routine, and it won't be work done. It'll be beautiful because it'll be stuff from your heart. If you have to do a job because you need the money, then do as little of it as you can, as long as you've got enough to get by. And then the other stuff is from your heart. It's like that's what makes your heart sing. So get out there and have a look around. There are lots of places that need volunteers. I don't know where you live, but you only have to go online and pop in volunteer work or go to any of your favorite charities and have a look around. Pop onto the interweb or pop onto Facebook and check all the charities and things out there. All right, love. Good luck. You will have success. I have no doubt about it at all. No doubt.
Beautiful. Next we have...
I'm having a little sip.
Did that come up? There we go.
You'd like something from your loved ones. Okay, let me just cool here a bit. I've got a very motherly figure around you. And look, I don't know how quite to say this, but she's showing me she's got a big ass. All right, so she's laughing about it. She says, I've got a big bum, all right? And it's one of those, like, almost spectacular ones that, like, is like a perfect bubble. So whatever it is about her, she's got a great sense of humour. I'm not getting that it's a grandmother, though, but I don't feel as if it's your mother. Is there another motherly figure for you, a very strong motherly figure? Because what I'm feeling is that that she's around. She was this woman is a she wasn't a chef, but she loved to cook. Really, really loved to cook. And I'm getting that she sings also, not professionally, but to herself, but loudly, like in the kitchen, wherever she is. And Maria, if this person, I don't know if she's not an aunt, a mother's sister, but what she's showing me is that she's quite dark. I'm seeing quite a dark-haired woman. And again, I'm getting these throat issues with her. I don't think it was from things unsaid, though. This to me feels more physical. So that there was perhaps some issue in the throat area. I'm not to me, I feel that there was some sort of cancer or something in the stomach, because I'm getting problems here down to my stomach level. So sorry, you probably can't see where my hands are going. So yeah, it's something around here, but to me it feels like an aunt or someone close like that, or someone who was a family member, not a family member, but could be a family member, like a mother's best friend or something like that, who you call auntie something or other. I'm also getting something from a younger man, and I don't know if this is around you now. I think that I may have leaped to somebody else, because I've got a similar older woman, and to me this feels like a grandmother figure. Sorry, love, it's just jumped. And sorry, I'm looking at Jackie O'Sullivan's name. She's right down the bottom of the feed there. Jackie, if this is someone around you, what I'm seeing is that there is a grandmother figure here, and I'm seeing a younger man and someone who played a ball game, a very strongly played ball game. So I don't know who this is to you, whether this was a friend. It feels to your side, but I'm not getting him clearly enough. Look, I know this is weird, but I'm getting a really strong scent of pizza around, particularly pizza dough. Okay, I'm not getting them any clearer at the moment, but again, the cooking thing is very strongly around these two. But yes, your man has passed away, and was it a football? Your nan? Oh, that makes sense. Because this didn't feel like a man to me. No, I'm just seeing a ball game. I don't know. So yes, it could well be a football, but they're just showing me a ball game. So I don't know who the man, who the football, or what the football connection is. But this person is around you very closely as well. So strangely, I'm getting an issue with the tongue. Now, I don't know if there was a smoker with you, or someone with which the smoking became a real problem, and a problem with the tongue and the top of the throat here, because this throat issue isn't going away for me. Okay, so his name was, okay, all right. Jackie, please know they're around you. And there's also animals around you too. I very strongly get what I'm seeing is the ginger cat I had when I was a little kid named Marmalade, and this is what I'm seeing now. So I don't know if this belonged to your Nan. Nan was a smoker. Okay, look, this wasn't a good thing, this smoking of hers. Okay, and if she didn't pass from this, then it was something sort of down here. But I think these things were all related. She's like, please don't smoke. So if you're smoking, she's like, just give it up. Okay, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. But she's also saying to me, now there's a new job. There's either a new job coming for you or something that you've just started, because she's telling me good luck. All right, so go for it. All right. As I said before, it's this go for it year now. So all that stigma from last year, wash it off, and Jackie, and get it moving, because if you've not just started a new job, as I said, there's one coming for you very soon. Okay, there's messages coming your way. Exactly what the cards are saying is what I'm hearing. So tune in, and that means listen to what's happening around you, because there's certainly stuff coming for you. Now, excuse me for 1 second. I've just got to sneeze. No, it's gone. Sometimes when I ignore the people that are around me, they get to my nose. So I'm either doing this in front of my nose or they make me sneeze. So there's someone I'm ignoring. Oh, hang on. Sorry, just back to Jackie. I can see at the bottom. Wow, I've just started a new job and got a call today to start a new job on Saturday. Go, girl. You'll find the one that you want. So just look, if the jobs are coming, just take them and do them. Something will settle in for you. But listen out for your messages. You'll find the right job for you. So keep going. Nan's around you protecting you anyway. All right. So sorry. I don't.
We had Sonia Roberts up, and she was wanting a card.
She does. Can you pull her back up? Has she disappeared in time?
I'm trying to find her. The screen went woof again.
That's why coming in with your questions. I'm sorry. There's like a million of you. Jackie O'Sullivan. Yep, doing both the time being. Thank you. Go for it, Jackie. Now, where's our lovely girl that we've missed?
That was Sonia Roberts.
Can you find her? Have you found her?
I'm trying.
Sonia, look, if we can't find you,
pop your name up again.
Pop your name up again. But even if you can't get to do that, don't worry. We've got you here. Now, what I see strongly around you is the Justice card at the moment. So what it's talking to me about is that you have everything that you need. If you're on a precipice, if you don't know which way to go at the moment, we get it. But it's saying to you now that you have everything you need within you to make that judgment. Okay. Now, this card can also mean that there's legal matters around you. I don't feel that so strongly unless it's a contractual thing. But you have everything you need to make the decision you need to make at the moment. You've got the dog with you. So what these two are saying together is that your faithful friend will give you assistance. So please, don't be afraid of saying, please, I need some help, or can you help me, or sharing something with your friend, because it's a burden that you can leave behind. And I think that somebody else has got some information that you might need to hear as well. Now, Sonia, there you are, and she's saying, please, we're here, darling. Now, you've also got the Magician with you, and you've got the Garden card. Now, these are amazing cards. The Garden obviously represents growth. But it's a watered garden and a nurtured and tended garden. So what it's talking about is it's about you. It's about you connecting with people. It's about you stepping back out of your space, because you've got the Magician card there, so you can make anything happen now. So this is really saying to you, get out there and be social again. So if you've just gone through a separation or something that's closed you off, then step out there and really go for it, girl. Now, yes, it's tough. And look, I do think this may be about a relationship that's failed or is failing. And you've got this little card, the Moon card. Now, A lot of people really hate this card. I actually love it because it forces you to look at things as they really are. And once you face them, it allows you to let them go and they're out of your system. You've also got with it the endings card and the resurrection card. Okay, this is a cross. Now, yes, it says endings, but yes, it also says resurrection. So it's saying to me that there is a new life coming for you and you need to be ready for it. You have to face it, which is something you probably don't want to do. We hear that, but here's the Chariot, and it tells me that you will have the reins. Okay, that's you up there on the top running, and here you go. You've got another blockage card. This is the Coffin card. So this is telling you that this is the time to get rid of the blockages and the things that have been holding you back. So there's a really nice time coming for you, Dylan. So embrace it, face that stuff, and move on with your life because there's lots more of it for you to live, Dylan. Okay.
All right, next we have Kelly.
Kelly. Okay.
Whoa.
Well, there's a host of thousands there, Kelly. Let me see if I've got anyone. I'll tell you what I've got. I've got someone, and I've got a really, really bad neck at the moment. Now, okay, to me, this is probably par robbo. Because what I'm getting is this real sort of like hunched over feeling. There's a lot of pain here. So I don't know sort of what sort of issues he had. But I'm getting that I'm really getting hunched over. But I'm not, look, I fear that the two of them look are connected at the hip and always have been. And to me, they passed sort of fairly close to each other because one couldn't live without the other. But that doesn't mean, look, I'm seeing this older woman wearing an apron or, wearing something to cover her. I don't know if she still wore one up until the time that she passed, but there's a great sense of order about her and about, happily sort of keeping moving along. But they're together. There's a comfort there that the two of them have. They didn't like to be apart. And with him, now I'm getting him straightening up and walking. So to me, there was an issue with the walking, and now he's able. So please know that where they are, they're not hunched over and decrepit. They're not how you saw them. They're almost in their prime. They're straight and they're beautiful. And they're, look, I don't know which one in particular, but I'm seeing cards around as well. So someone who loved a card game. I don't know who this particular person was. I don't think it's either of those two. To me, this feels like somebody else, but this is someone who really liked a good game of rummy and is still playing and still winning, they want you to know. And so if you play the cards or whatever you're doing and you feel a connection to go one way, then please do it, because there's this overwhelming sense of being directed. Okay, so if you feel compelled to do something, it's probably because this is this person of yours. To me, it's not a direct line to you. It's somewhat a little to the side. So I don't think it's a grandparent. But look, please know that these three are really strong around you. And one of them, particularly this one I'm talking about now, I'm getting super bad headaches. So I don't know whether there was some sort of tumor there, but it's really, really strong. So please know that that they too are free of this thing that really constrained them. Strangely, when I'm seeing flowers, I'm seeing violets or viola is what I'm hearing, violets or viola. I don't know if that means anything to you. If it does, let us know. But look, they're around you. I get those three very strongly around you. So please know that that I'm getting messages of, look, don't worry. They're saying to me, don't worry. So I don't know what you've been worrying about, darling, but please, it's going to be okay. So they're just as I keep saying, we get these repeating themes. This is certainly about you. The don't worry, certainly about you. So whatever this is that you're struggling with at the moment, let's see. Okay, now this is a pleasant proposal. So what's happening to you is something's going to come your way. Now that could be anything. I'm not saying when it says a gift, this could be the thing that you want to turn your tables. All right. So and you've also got the clover. So these are all portents of good luck. So know that the tides are turning for you, sweetheart. All right. So know that your people around you and know that things are changing for you. All right. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. Who have we got there next, Missy?
Oh, sorry.
You flashed someone up.
Oh, did I? I was bringing it up because I was reading it. Sorry.
Yeah, we're together, Heather. Okay, a message from your nan. Now, I don't know, Michelle, if I've got your nan, but what I've got is someone with a very bad knee and bad leg. The knee itself is an issue, but the whole leg thing, she's quite strong, seems to me to be coming from the hip joint. Now, I don't know if she fell over and broke a hip or something like that, or she was injured, but it's really kicking my butt at the moment. So she's very strong. You just made me cry. Oh, that's okay, sweetheart. Don't cry. They're good tears. What I say is you're getting rid of that shit out of your body and you're getting ready for the new stuff to come in. So cry all that crap out because good stuff's on its way, darling. So back to you, Michelle. Sorry. So this lady, as I said, on the right-hand side, very, very strong injury. Because I'm getting some really bad connection there in the hips, but the knee as well. So I don't know if she fell and went into hospital and just didn't come out. But she's telling me that she was a burden, all right? And she's not a burden anymore. She worried that she was a burden on everyone. And your outcome, okay, so let's...
Do you want me to put it back up?
No, that's okay. She just wants to know what the outcome is. She said she doesn't want to lead you either way, but she says you already know the answer. Okay, now, if this is about a workplace issue, then you know the answer. Okay, let me just have a quick look. Okay. Look, if this is something you've been studying for, or if this is something you get into and you need to do some more study, then it's, yes, take up the line of study, because you will find things in there that will elevate you to the next level in the workplace, because what I'm getting is the bossy card and the book card. So to these things are also, they're also about wisdom and hidden things that you can find in you. So if you're trying to get a different position where you are somewhat more elevated than you are now, then you know what to do. And sometimes it's a matter of leaving your comfort zone. So leave it. Okay. Comfort zone was last year. This year is for moving on. So get out of your comfort zone. This is about networking. This is about communication. So this is all for you. You've got to sell yourself now, and you've got to do it. Okay, babe? You've really got to do it. 100%. Okay. Good evening, ladies. I'm going to see mum, dad, and brother, and if they have any messages for you. I am also getting with this particular person now, Angel, I know I do this all the time, but how good are you with anatomy?
Oh,
she
not really good.
No, you're there. Look, I'm getting something here. Now, it's an organ, an internal organ on the left-hand side, and it feels like it's to the rear or something. Now, I don't know if that's kidneys on the left-hand side, but I'm feeling that it was a real issue here with someone. I don't know if this is your dad, because what I'm seeing is my dad, who had a kidney issue and was on dialysis. But I'm definitely getting that there's something wrong with the blood and something that has to be assisted.
Is this for Debbie or just someone you're picking up on?
Sorry, darling?
Is this for Debbie or someone you're picking up on?
No, Debbie.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, look, so this is the problem when you bring some up who's got can you please talk to my mum? Sometimes it's actually for someone else who's really near them. So I do feel it's her. I do feel that there's a father figure around, or in particular.
Debbie, comment so Terry can see your comment because she's watching the bottom feed.
Yeah, I just want to know if this is him. If it isn't, then I'll move on. Okay. Look, the other thing that I get around you at the moment is the man. So if there is something going on with you, oh gosh, look, strangely, the cards I pulled up for the lady just before you are the same other two cards that have reappeared. Now, I shuffled that deck and I moved those cards around so we could get a change there. But this is about an ending that's coming up for you in a relationship ending. Again, though, know everything you can, it's saying to me. So that means that there are things that you will need to find out and to be, can I just say, please be aware, just know everything. I'm not saying don't trust, but I'm saying double check your facts, all right? Because what I'm getting is something very guarded from them, particularly from this person who's got this issue in here. Tracy, we have a scammer. I don't know who that might be.
I'll go check what page it is. If you get anyone at scammer, just go in and report. It'll be off the new page off Royal Psychic Academy, but I'll go check it.
Okay, lovely. Okay. Debbie, look, hang in there if this is something terrible that you're going through. Please know that there are people around you. Look, there's a good friend around you too. I don't know if this was your brother who was who you considered a good friend. But I'm getting a younger man around you or a man around you. I don't know. To me, I don't know that he's. Look, he passed at an age that was almost a really sort of critical time in his life. And what I'm getting is, sorry, I'm getting the lady back with the hip issue, is that he lives vicariously through you. Okay, so there's a real sort of twin connection that I'm getting because this is how he lives his life through you. I'm also getting the knee issues very strongly around him, but a left knee issue. So to me, this feels like some sort of accident, some sort of work accident or some sort of climbing accident where there was almost a ladder or something like that involved. But I'm getting that this was fairly quick because I'm getting the throat issue again. And I don't know if he has been through to you before because I'm also getting, this thing about not having spoken. But the strong message I get for you is that with this relationship issue, we seem to be, sometimes we get these themes and a lot of things are around the same themes. But look, to me, if there's an issue with a partner, please be aware and look after yourself first, okay? Debbie, you've got to make sure that you look after yourself. And if that means to be a little bit selfish and a little bit cunning, then you need to do that, okay? All right, good luck, my love. Keep an eye out, but know that your people are around you. That was Mr. Lenny popping up. Hello, Lenny, old love. How are you there, dear? I'm not reading you. You can get a reading any old time, mate. He's probably spitting and cursing at me now, but that's okay. We can live with that. Hello, my darling Miss Emily. You would like a reading? Okay, yes, there is definitely a father figure around you, like a great big bear, strangely like a great big bear, and I'm getting like almost choked with this at the moment. Really, really sort of rushing to get through here. And really a big lump in my throat. So now, sorry, I'm seeing your picture here of the baby. I'm guessing that they didn't know each other or they didn't get to meet. Now, I'm seeing a direct line connection between these two. Is there, sorry, I'm just looking in to make sure it's a boy before I say this, because sometimes it's about being connected by name and sometimes it's being connected because, wow, this personality is like my father all over again. So please know that they are in contact, all right? And so that the two of them know each other, all right? So don't worry that one doesn't know the other, then they're around, okay? They're there together. Now, I am getting, wow, I'm getting so much relationship stuff coming up at the moment. You've got some changes coming up for you as well, because you've got the stork. Now, interestingly, you've got the stork here. Now, are your changes? Okay. Look, I don't know if you're trying for another baby, but I'm sorry, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing baby stuff for you. So I'm sorry if this is not a message you want to hear. But if it is, you've got to make sure you look after yourself, all right? You will get assistance if you need it. If you're trying to get pregnant and it's not working, just hang in there. You need to see the right people and make changes in what you're doing, because there is an opportunity coming up for you. This is very, very strongly about the sexual and the reproductive system, because what I'm getting here again is there's achievement here. There's also the lily. The lily is about sexual attraction. It's also about saying that the flower is mature and that there's a readiness there for conception. That was a bit of a slip up, wasn't it? Now, I don't know if your partner wants this right now, because what we're talking about is there's got to be some talk about this. But strangely, you will have luck with this. So even if there are a little bit of a disagreement going over what or when, I feel very strongly that there is a baby coming around for you. And I feel strongly that the number of children for you is 3. So if there's only one for you at the moment, gird your loins, because I feel that there's another 2 coming for you. Now, let me just have a quick look. I'm just feeling compelled to pull one more card for you. Okay. Yep, it's about the lovers. So this is all about your love life and what's going on with it. And there's 3 people, and there's, you and an angel, and the number 3 is represented very strongly in that card. Excuse me, I've just got to have a little sippy sip here. So, Angel, can you pull someone up there?
Yeah, certainly. I think I'll give you a break from that, and we'll have a look at this one.
Okay.
Something for you to have a look at.
Okay.
Once you've read the message, sweetheart, I'll pull it down so we can actually see you.
Oh, okay. Look, I must get this. Let me see if I can move these boxes of cards. No, that doesn't help much, does it?
It's all right. Once you've read the question, I'll pull it down.
All right. Look, you're having trouble decluttering. Oh, my darling, you've certainly come to the wrong person here. I am the queen of everything. Don't. Why do you need to declutter? I say bullshit to Marie Kondo, and all of her bloody decluttering and having one thing. I'm not that kind of person. You might be able to see from what's going on behind me, but I am a maximalist. I'm not a minimalist. There's nothing in this world that can make me a minimalist. So don't. If you feel you're compelled to do it, then pick one area that if you're feeling overwhelmed by this, and only if you're feeling overwhelmed by the stuff, then pick one area and declutter it and just go through one thing at a time, one box at a time, one tiny little area at a time, going, yeah, I don't love that as much anymore, and let it go. But if you love everything like I do, then just keep it. I don't get the whole decluttering thing. If you want to declutter your spirit, what I say is go for a swim. I know that there are people that think that there's a perfect environment. I've got a girlfriend like that. Every single surface in her house is white, and she walks around with a spray bottle of bleach. And you can't put a drink down on the table because she's there picking it up and wiping it. Do you want to live like that is what I'm asking you. I certainly don't. But if you feel a need to clear something, then you know what? I'm just going to say to you, get out and do some exercise, because this is mindfulness. and it will clear you. And when your brain is clear, you know, like go take a swim. Like the surf is probably the best thing, because for me, that tumble around action in the surf, not only does the surf and the salt water generate negative ions, which are amazing for you. That's why you feel so good when you get back from the beach, but it excoriates you. So you get out and you rub that salt off your skin, and all those dead skin cells rub off with it. So there's a real sense of sort of rebirth coming out of the ocean. So do something like that. It might just be the local pool. It could be going for a walk or grounding yourself. When you get that clear, then you'll know what you need to declutter. Okay, rather than thinking, oh my God, I've got to declutter because someone has said this is too messy or whatever. Go clear your head first physically, and then when your headspace is at the right time, at the right space, then go, I know what I need to do. I have absolutely no doubt that you'll get there, but it's not going to happen inside the house first. So go take a walk, babe. All right. Good luck.
And we've got another one asking you another question as well.
What the?
Another question for you.
Wow, that's a mini half an hour read, that one. Georgie, mental health, current relationship, and potential career paths. Good Lord, boy. We'll give it a crack. We'll see what we can do. You know, we're not here for a day and a half, love. Look,
that's a private booking, but I'm sure she'll get to 1 point. But other than that, you'll have to book in for a private session. These are giveaways. We're in short reading.
But you know what, George? Kudos to you for giving it a shot. Absolutely. I do that. You take your 30 seconds and you run with it. Now, this is absolutely all about you, my lovely. Right at the moment, here's your world coming to an end. Okay, it's the world card which says things opening up, but what you've got with it is you've got the cross. Now, sorry, you've got a dead person with you as well. Just give me a second, because they're really getting to my nose again. So there's someone here for you. Oh, this is a father figure, George. I don't know. And this is, I'm really strong around the heart here. Strangely, it doesn't feel like a heart attack. So this is someone, and if it was a heart attack, it's just gone boom, and it's just stopped. So it was either a massive heart attack. It's almost like an impact injury, but it's really strong around the chest. Oh, George, don't be sorry. That's okay. We're only funning with you, love. As I said, I would get in as many sub-questions with the question as I could too. So you're in.
I write pages when I jump on people's feeds.
We all do the same. It's okay. That's why we're having a laugh. Okay, so look really strongly around here too. Look, there's some sort of impact with him that I'm feeling. And he's really strong. He's super strong around you. And listen, you might not want to hear this, but he's looking at you in the mirror and he's saying, look at us. What I'm hearing is that you two look alike. And that might not sound great now, but back in his day, he's telling me he was a bit of a sort, all right, and a great head of hair. So like, you know, the whole sort of coiffed back thing. So yeah, he was a good looking dude. But you've got things around you at the moment that are difficult. We get that, but this letting go of this situation that you're in now is the best thing that you can do, my darling. You have to let it go in order for your world to open up, because here you are. Here's the hangman again. Not again, sorry, but with you. Again, it's saying to you, these are difficult decisions that you have to make, all right? But there's you. There's the man. It's saying you're going to be in this position to make this in the next couple of months. So be strong, because you have to go through this to come out the other side. So February, March, April are going to be a little tough. But, you know, here's the strength card. Here's the Hierophant. Now, what he's telling me is that there is the best way. This is finding the right pathway for yourself. So there is going to be a pathway there you'll be able to find. So this is only going to go on for another month or so, lovely. Now, wonderfully, you've got, look what you've got here, double stars. So it's saying that you find the right path and you find your groove again. This is about divine guidance. This is about being in the right place at the right time. So you've got another month or so of the crap raining down on you, but don't let it fight you. But the good thing about the hangman is that, yes, he's in a position of difficulty, but if you look at his face, he's at peace. I don't know if you can see it quite so well on this particular card, but he's at peace. And what he has is the ability to look at things from a different angle. So whatever this tight situation you've got yourself into, and I'm feeling constrained in the throat, there's a lot of that going on tonight. So sometimes it's about not being able to speak the things, or not being able to say those things that that you have wanted to say or you can say, but it's about being able to do that. You will find yourself being able to do that, and the world is your oyster. So by May, darling, you should be singing, all right? This is actually nice for you. You're coming out of it, but I know that you feel that as well. So trust your spirit, trust your gut on this, and go the direction you feel you ought to go. But another month or so of hardness, and you'll be coming out the other side singing, darling, all right? So trust yourself. Know that you've got people around you, particularly your grandfather, who you look like, and know that he's looking out for you as well, all right? He's really kind of funny, I've got to say to you. He's having a good old laugh, and I'm not getting, toughen up, but he's like, you can do this, mate. Like, laugh it off, you can do it. Roll with it. Don't let it affect you so badly that you're constrained in the straitjacket. All right, you can do it. You can do it. You'll find the strength to do it, and you've done it before. You've found the strength before, so I know you can do it again. Good luck. You won't need it, but good luck anyway. Just remember, you're at the bottom. You can only go up. All right, love. Okay, best of luck with it, George. Now, Jade. Hi, Jade. How you doing? I've just got to have a little sip here.
Now, don't forget, guys, at the end of the show, we will be giving away a couple of books. So I'm going to be bringing Spider Ward back into the studio, as she would like me and Terry to choose the winners of these books this evening. So don't forget, stay on board after the show, and we'll announce a couple of people to see who have won these books, and I'll be contacting you for your addresses. So I can come to you. No, I'm only joking. Right, go ahead with that one.
Now, Jade, I've got some messages for you.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, what's happened then?
I'm touching the camera.
It's all happening here. Jade, so a message from your nan. I'm getting really heart sore here. So there's a burden. We've had a lot of burdens being carried around tonight, darlings, especially in the love area. I don't know if you've to me that there's someone around you that I'm not going to say is wishing you ill, but a relationship isn't the same as it was. And I'm also getting that it's time to move on message. She is with you. She's very close to you. Look, this is look. Okay, I can see we've got the confusion and anxiety card here. That's what I'm feeling in my gut. I'm feeling this huge anxiety. She's in your ear, believe me. She is talking to me right now. Look, I don't know why she's talking about. Look, did you have corn cakes recently? You know what I'm talking about, like at a cafe. Corn fritters. She's showing me corn fritters. I have no idea why. Let us know if that actually means anything to you. But I'm getting this anxiety in here. But what you've got to do is that there is something else there for you, or someone else there for you. Look, if there's an attraction to somebody else and you're worried about it, there are things that will show themselves to you. And I don't mean like, on a flashing level. I mean that that there are deep emotions involved in this issue. And this is what's causing you such confusion. This will bring itself to a conclusion. But look, to me, this is someone, look, if this is difficult because this is someone in the workplace who you've been friendly with, then I just urge you to think about it, because, workplace romances can be terribly, terribly difficult. But there are, and you don't want this to ruin your reputation. So I'm just saying, be aware, and be careful at social gatherings, because there's someone that's attracted to you. There's something going on there, and this person is giving you lots of I want to be with you messages. But what I'm getting is just be careful of yourself, because this is a bit of a slippery situation. Okay, save it for somebody who deserves it. It's not this person. All right. So your grandma is there saying, nurture yourself, which is why I'm seeing the food. I don't know if the corn cakes mean anything to you, but if she made them, or if you make them, or if you've just had them recently, but it's saying to me, yeah, be careful of this person, because what I'm seeing here is repeating patterns. So don't get yourself tied up with this person. There are new opportunities around you, sweetheart. So listen to grandma. If you think you can hear it, if you're hearing a nagging in your ear, absolutely you're hearing a nagging in your ear. So deep breath, walk away, concentrate on your job, and then job first, see how it goes. It's not the only person in the world. Okay, who have we got next? So we got time for another one? We're right on the 10 o'clock button. Do you want to pick a final?
Whoever you would like to pull up there, Terry.
Ooh. Okay. Pam, I'm feeling a little pulled to you. Melling, I'm feeling pulling to Miss Melling. Pam, do I have any guidance for you? Look, all along tonight I've had these anxieties about moving forward. And as I said earlier on, it's all about this year that we've been through. And they've all sort of like, we're all sort of doubting ourselves and what's going on in the world around us. Please don't let what's happened in the universe or in the world around us affect you from moving forward. There is a strong sense of achievement that I get from you this year. And I'm getting that, there's opportunity coming up for you. You need to have your eyes open for it. This is something also that I see will there's something almost artistic about this in the fact, in the way that this is something, if anyone out there is arty and you do something that soothes your soul, like jewelry making or painting or writing a book or whatever, this is about that sort of level of thing. It's saying to me that there is something out there for you to achieve this year. And don't let anyone talk you out of it. I just want to say, I have, as Angel alluded to earlier on, when I first got here, I've just finished my first book. I'm 60. I just turned 60 2 months ago. So, I didn't take up full-time mediumship until I was 52. So, you know what? Like, the old dog does have new tricks left in it. So don't let anyone tell you you can't, because what I'm saying is continually I'm seeing new opportunities for you. So whatever it is that you have your heart set on, then go for it, girl. I mean, we've had 2 themes that have been really pushing forward through tonight, and they've been about letting go the fear and moving forward, and about difficult relationships. So know that we've already had a really difficult year. Do you need to have difficulties in your life anymore? And I would say the answer is no. So trust your guts and move forward. Pam, write that thing or do that thing that you've always wanted to do, because it's waiting there for you. I'm hearing myself back here.
Spider.
Hello.
Hello, Spider.
Hi, sweetheart. I agree with you entirely. Everything you said tonight just rang true with me. It was absolutely wonderful.
Well,
and poor Michael, my lovely Michael, spent 40 minutes trying to get on, sending lovely heartfelt messages, but he got on to you, and that made him happy. So there you go. Hates being left out. So could not function. My life would not work properly without my beautiful husband. Michael is something else. Hey, Trace.
That's it. 100%.
That's beautiful.
Now, tonight, we're looking at your Spider book. Is that the correct, Spider?
That's right. So I'm going to put the book here. It's called I Know the Feeling. is a phrase we all say. We go, yep, I know the feeling. If that's a phrase you say, the book is all for you, 100%. So we're late bloomers, me and Terry, but we're shining very brightly at the moment.
Absolutely, darling. Absolutely. Look, I hate to interrupt this stream of love, but you've got a sister energy with you really strongly.
Say again, I'm sorry, darling.
I have a sister energy with you very strongly.
You and I?
No, I have a sister energy for you.
Yes.
Really strongly around you.
Yep. And it's kind of, I've got goosebumps as you talk about it, and it's really, really strongly around chosen family.
Yes, absolutely.
And
like close as, like I'm your twin, I'm sitting right on your shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is that we sometimes forget, I think, I collect affirmations. This is the one I like. The past is in your head and the future is in your hands.
That is so apt for what's happening tonight.
Absolutely. We just had that continuing theme for 2 hours. That's extraordinary. All right, girls, who are we giving the books to?
Okay. So what is each of us picking one?
You get to pick 2 from your show tonight.
Wow.
So people that you're drawn to, feelers.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to say to you that I think Pam, who I just spoke to, Pam Milling.
Yes.
Because I think that there's something she really needs to read in your book to really uplift her and move on. And sorry,
she will like the artwork. It's about throat chakras.
Oh, perfect.
So that's a good thing.
About the artwork as well. I think that there's something there for her in that as well.
That's excellent. We've got one more.
Now, look, I didn't get to read her, but Sherry has come up very, very strongly. And I've got some, she sent a message through that her grandma was dying and that she thinks she's going to pass in the next few days. I think that she feels the spirit connection very closely, and I think that she would really get a lot of
Sherry?
Lovely.
Sherry, yes. Hello, she's saying. Yes.
Now, Sherry is one of our YouTube followers, so Sherry, make sure you send me through your mailing address, same as you, Pam, and I'm also going with Sonia Roberts this evening also.
Sorry,
I didn't hear any of it.
Sonia Roberts is the one that I'm choosing for this evening.
Beautiful.
Lovely. So as long as everybody gives their name and address, I'll look at that photo of Sonia. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, it's gone again.
That's all right. As long as we've got name and addresses and I've got everybody the correct spelling to copy, I'll write in the books.
Well, Sonia can come and pick her copy up from the shop.
Okay, so I can send that one down to you?
Yeah.
Easy peasy. I hope lots and lots of people are going into the academy. It's a wonderful space to be in. It's so safe and you can be truly just yourself. Don't try and be something you're not. You can only ever be who you are supposed to be. And it's very, very hard work to be something else. Take care, everyone. Love you all.
All right, so
people with us tonight.
Yep, so that's it. That's it from us this evening, guys. We look forward to seeing you again next Tuesday. Good night, everybody.
Bye.